going world? It's the NRW crew, and we are back. We have a circle of friends here, and we are about to, or actually, what is it? A square? It's a little Caesar pizza of friends, and we are about to get in to the picks for this week. Yours truly is picking them, but I am joined with, as always, with the homie, Mr. Kuya P, our leader extraordinaire. Give him a little shout out. We got Heather Don't Hurt Him over in another corner, and finally joining us. We haven't had him for so long, but we're so happy to have him back into the fold, Mr. Rob. He's so cool. Medina, what's going on, Rob?
Oh, man, I'm just excited to be back. I'm still getting a swing of things here, but so far, so good so far. I feel like I'm kind of getting my mojo back as we progress from here.
Okay, you're getting that mojo back. I like it. How's everybody doing? Like, what's going on? I feel like I haven't seen you all in so long. I've been in hiding ever since my birds. They got unceremoniously kicked out of the Super Bowl with an inadvertent whack flag. But I'm not complaining. The Chiefs played better. I'm happy for them, if you couldn't tell. But how's everybody doing? What's going on? Let's go around the room real quick. We'll start with Heather. Ladies first. What's going on, Heather? How you been?
You say like we haven't seen each other. We literally were together like 4 days ago, sir.
That's true. That is true.
We spent like several hours beside one another. Just busy keeping ourselves busy doing,
busy keeping ourselves busy. Now I am married, so let's clear it up. We saw Ant-Man.
We were in a dark room for several hours.
And your husband was there watching as well.
Oh boy.
I'm loving all of this right now.
It was a good time.
We saw Ant-Man in the same space.
Yeah, there we go.
Literally, like I was sitting on this jacket because someone couldn't move his goddamn jacket off of my seat.
Oh, sorry. And you know what? And I spilled popcorn all in your seat too, so it's greasy as well. Fresh hot buttered popcorn all over her seat. Exploded all over her seat. It was messy. We had to have a cleanup on aisle G.
Had to grab some tissues. Yep.
And then after all that, I handed your husband the box. I was like, you take
I handed you the box. I gave it
to him.
Oh man!
I went and got extra, and then I gave him. I was like, here you go.
It's going well. This conversation is going very well.
The innuendos in this conversation is starting off with
so many, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? It was a good time. I felt satisfied afterward. Eating a cigarette. It was an amazing time. Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
Oh man, Kuya P, how you doing, man? What's going on with you, buddy? How are you?
Man, wish you were here last week so we could have, had that post Super Bowl convo. But it's all love, though. It's all love.
Yeah.
But
I was not happy. So I'm glad.
I'm sorry for you, brother. I felt for you, and I don't know if you caught the beginning of last episode, man. I felt your team should have won. If you would have had possession of the ball one more time, you would have took it home. But football is what it is. It's a crazy game. But my heart.
Here's what I'll say.
My heart was there for you, bro.
I appreciate that. Here's what I'll say. If you're watching football, nobody wants to say, you know what I want to see? I want to see the most perfectly officiated game. No one cares. You want to see good football. You don't want to, I got to get this call right. Shut up and stuff your flag in your mouth, you idiot. I'm sorry. That's it. I'm off my high horse.
It was a great game, though. You guys did it, bro. You deserved it. But, football is what it is.
Outside of that, how are you doing?
I'm good. And I actually have something special for all of y'all right now. That's going to be exclusive for the NRW, a sneak peek of a little project I worked on over this weekend, this President's Day weekend, that I want to show you both of a film that I worked on.
Okay, well, hold on. Hold that thought. First, we got to check out, because Rob hasn't been here for a minute. Rob, how are you doing before we check out this awesome little sneak peek? How you doing?
Oh, man, I feel like I'm delay the exciting news here. It sounds like to me you had all the fun with the buttery action you just talked about earlier. I wish I was a part of that as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So let's get on to the show, see what we got here, because I want to see what Kuya P's got in line with us here.
Nice. Good to have
Rob, there's always room for more. There's always room.
I appreciate that. I'll bring the extra butter.
All right. Great to see Rob back. Yeah. wasn't trying to take away that thunder, but Glenn's the host here. So Glenn's doing his thing. So again, great to see you back, Rob. But you want me to throw to it, Glenn?
Oh yeah, I want to see it because I actually I saw some of the posts you did online. I want to check out what you guys have here.
Let's see what's up.
All right, here you go, y'all. Let's check this out. Some of the playback.
They all got like all real and shit.
Kuya P got the heater. Got the little heater, dog.
Let me give a shout out also to the writer director on this, the homie and NRW affiliate, Joe Carabeo.
Miss you, Joe.
Miss you, Joe.
Sure.
And there you go. There's a cut. Just a little bit of, something without giving away too much.
So that seems like a spoiler that you just showed us there.
I know, right?
All right.
It's a little something, not to spoil anything for you. I just died, by the way. I'm like, what?
Oh, you spoil it.
It's a little tidbit.
I was going
Film's
to be
called
the whole time.
This is everyone, y'all. And I play Mr. Brown.
Mr. Brown.
There you go.
So it's like a horror movie that you're doing, or what's the deal with this film?
I don't want to give away too much yet. It's a short film, concept film for an even bigger, longer feature film. But yeah, Kira versus everyone from the great mind, Joe Carabeo, NRW fam. And yeah.
Cool.
There you go. So just a little touch for y'all that I could show just for the NRW audience.
I like it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. So Glenn.
You died very well. No,
there you go. Back to you, brother.
That looked pretty dope, man. I can't lie. Get to see you there it looked like you're a detective there. I'm very excited to see what goes on with that. But it's on to the picks, and we got another detective that we want to check out. But this detective is a fallen son. This is actually we're not going to check out the trailer, but this is my honorable mention, which is Luther the Fallen Son, which is great detective series with Idris Elba in there. And I really wanted to put it into my picks for this day, but we had some other interesting things that I wasn't quite aware of. These are like properties or entities or projects that I had no knowledge of. So I wanted to get those in there because what I like to do is put things in front of people that they might not know about or see. There's other things, if you're into Luther, you're going to know about The Fallen Son that's coming out. It's a pretty big name. It'll probably be on Netflix or whatever. But some of these other movies you might not have heard about. So I wanted to check those out. One of those movies that you might not have heard about is a interesting little kind of a psychological thriller set in the World War II era, and it's called Bunker. So let's give that a look. Ooh, starts off.
Sheep have a habit of putting themselves in harm's way.
They
are unable to care for themselves without a shepherd.
Oh man.
But the wolf in sheepskin pales before the devil in shepherd's robe.
Open it up.
What happened down here?
That's what I intend to find out.
My God.
Incoming!
Incoming, huh?
be down here for some time.
There is something sick happening in here.
Oh, somebody just nutted on his hand.
That's what I say.
You will not succumb to hysteria on my watch.
This is madness.
Ooh. Eerie.
Bunker.
Interesting. I'm a little bit shocked there. I don't know about y'all. That like really kind of I don't know what I just saw there. There's like it seemed like there was, what would I call it? What would be the PG way of saying it? It's splooge. It seemed like there was splooge over everything. So I'm wondering
A lot of butter in that scene.
Yeah, there's a lot of butter. It was dripping off of the tombstone.
Extra butter, I would say.
But it looks interesting. It looks like a psychological thriller. It's set in like the World War II era. Yeah, I think I'm excited for it. It's supposed to be releasing this Friday, obviously. It's a horror suspense. Yeah, it foreign film. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it. I'm not into horror. I feel like this is one of those things Kuya P would have to hijack me for, put me in his little movie room, and we could be in the bunker together and check it out. But what about, let's go around the room. What did y'all think of Bunker? Start off with Mr. You're so cool. You're back. What do you think about this?
It looked okay to me, honestly. It didn't. I mean, the concept seemed interesting in the beginning, and then all of a sudden, it kind of lost me like a minute into the trailer. So maybe if I were to watch it, maybe more, I'll probably get better understanding what the overall story is all about. But so far, it doesn't do anything for me.
Okay. What about you, Heather?
Sorry, I've got work just messaging me right at that very moment. Sponsors. About this shit.
We want to quit our day jobs.
Yes, come on now. I mean, you know me. I love a good low budget horror. Kind of seems very niche, and yeah. But you know what? Support low budget filmmaking. Support it. Support indie filmmaking. So
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, same. And Kuya P, what about you? What are your thoughts, man? As we saw the indie filmmaker himself, what did you think about this?
I'm very much the same as Rob and Heather. All support towards indie filmmakers trying to create content, because that's where the big studios mine for the next wave of thinkers that's going to change the medium, and then later on get the big budgets to do what they do. So all the love to them on that. Kind of like Rob, I kind of fell off a little bit as well. The longer it kind of went, I'm still slightly intrigued. Reading the description, gives me a little bit more hope. It's not anything I'm rushing to the theaters for, but if it's streaming, and I come across it, I'll probably give it a check out. What about you, Glenn?
I know where it lost you guys. The splooge on the hot butter on the
that
hand.
was actually the most interesting part. That's the only reason why it kept me engaged after that. Once it went off the screen, I was like, oh.
You had to say that
really hard to figure out what it was the most intriguing element of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I saw that canister that towards the end of the trailer where they had. I was like, "Oh, that's where it came from." So
yeah, right.
Where's the source now?
Yeah, exactly. And then they get you again at the end with where it's dripping off of the tube. So, it looks interesting. I don't know. Like you guys said, it kind of lost me, but again, I'm always down for like a indie kind of low budget thing to get those ideas of like, how do they make it, and I do wonder what this movie will, say about like the human psyche or whatever, close quarters, being trapped together with people. And it's interesting when you get to see things that are not like American centric point of view. So to see that point of it too. So Bunker is coming in this week, hot and heavy. It's from Adrian Langley as the director, starring Roger Clark, Luke Baines, and Kyla Radomski. Sorry, I apologize. But it looks like it should be interesting. So there you have it, Bunker. That is my first pick. Now for something a little bit more lighthearted. I also want to check this out. It's a little bit less American centric, get us into, some history. I've been very, very much on my Egypt kick recently, just figuring out the history of it, hearing about the history of it, hearing about everything that was going on with the pyramids and how they're built and made and everything. So I'm very, very interested to see what this film has got. We are talking about Mummies coming out this week. Let's check it out.
Egypt, land of mystery, intrigue, and rich history. A doorway of sorts to afterlife. A world of mummies under the earth. A royal wedding ring.
It's the man who took the ring. The only way to get it back is to go to the world of the living.
Oh my goodness. Of course.
Please don't do it.
Wow! Great! What an adventure! It's beautiful.
Walk like an Egyptian.
Oh, look! We can use a human chariot! Come on!
Okay.
These are your picks, sir. These are your
picks. Wow, that was the trailer for Mummies, which is coming out. It's coming out this week. My goodness, let's just move. What did you all think of Mummies? We'll go backwards this time. Kuya P, what did you think of Mummies?
So many things wrong with this. Where do I begin? I'd rather know more about what you've been watching Egypt documentary wise, because it's kind of funny that you had mentioned that you were catching that recently, Glenn, because I have been very much the same, checking out stuff about Egypt, just and remembering the times that I was there. I visited Karnak, I visited the Valley of the Dead, and just all of that amazingness and just inspiring, crazy how old and how things are, how that was happening, how that came to be and all of that. But this just I've been told to only say positive things when you want to talk about it's best to say positive things and not always share negative things, and I don't have anything good to say about that. I don't have anything good to say about that.
Heather, don't hurt him. What about you? What are you thinking?
That mummy white?
You're all white, Heather. Fucking everybody on this.
I know. I'm in the same boat, I think, as Kuya P. For one thing, WB, honey, we need to sit down and talk. Y'all got rid of like minks, and you're getting rid of a shit ton of incredible content off HBO, and this is what you're putting your money into? This? Are you sure? Are you sure? Like, yeah. I don't. And what's even worse, like what, and this is an honest to goodness, I'm not going to judge it based on the content, just from the visuals. You see better animation, at least from a trailer prospect, on kid shows. Like the animation didn't even seem up to snuff for a major production company. So
yeah. And Rob, what about you? What are you thinking?
Oh, I don't have anything new to add to that. I mean, I just found it interesting that they all had British accents, being from Egypt. So I thought that was kind of off-putting. But I think as far as the style of animation is concerned, it took me a while to notice it until like after it, where I think they were going more toward like the hieroglyphic style of drawings that they have in the pyramids. I think that's the kind of style of animation they're going with this one here to try to keep in line with that. It's kind of the impression that I'm getting, which is I'm not saying that's the reason why the animation looks so bad, but there's really nothing new that we haven't seen before. But yeah, I think all the red flags were just searing right through from the very beginning. And I never heard of this film, and now that I have really no interest in checking it out at all. I think the only thing I could say positive about is that clearly a lot of work went into it, and if it would have been nice if they were a little more thoughtful in the process when it came to how they're putting the movie together, and the other things that should also highlight the realities of the culture, if you will. So that's my only thing I wish they could have done better. So that's just my thoughts here.
Yeah. And I just echo all that, from the very beginning, as soon as we started playing the trailer and it started with the walk, like I was like, please don't tell me you. Yeah. And then it basically just did every, trope and thing that, I thought they would do. One thing that I don't know about you, Kuya P, in all the documentaries and things that I've been watching is the advanced nature of the civilization. And there's also this, this thought of like, oh, they wouldn't know what stop signs are, or they wouldn't know how to ride a car and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
I completely disagree. Right?
And Ferris wheel is the most beautiful thing we've seen. Like apparently pyramids, like all the pyramids and stuff, they weren't like, it wasn't just rock that was like covered with incredibly beautiful reflective metals and alloys and mirror-like substances or whatever. So just seeing this, it just seems like a very cliche, stereotypical thought of what mummies and pyramids and all that type of stuff was. And I don't think I wanted to see this because I thought that it might actually help in terms of bringing to light things that are from Egypt or whatever, get people interested. But this kind of just seems like more of the same, and all the new things that are coming to light from that era and that region, it's not espousing any of those. It's kind of just doing the same kind of tropes and reinforcing the same type of stereotypes from before. So unfortunately, I don't want to see this, and this is a fail. This is a fail on my part. I'm upset that I picked it.
I can feel your notion, though, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I wanted it to be. I
see your good intention. Yeah. We should know more better in 2023. And I when I just saw the title as well, I was kind of excited. Like I would have done the same thing, bro. And it's just sad and unfortunate that Hollywood is still greenlighting shit like this in 2023. And like Heather's point, WB, y'all motherfuckers got to do better, man. Like,
for sure. Like if this would have came out in like 99 or 2000, it'd be like, oh, cool. Because back then it seemed like we weren't on that path, but now with all the information that we have and where we've been, how new things are being released and about that era and that period and just all the things. You're right. I've already talked about it too much. That's Mummies. It's the director is Juan Jesus Garcia Galocha. So
come on, Juan, what the hell are you doing?
What's crazy is I looked at it is a Spanish group, but with a lot of it's Spanish English behind it. Like I don't know, just do better. Let's not give them any more time, man.
That's it. Anyways, let's get to the movie that we're really talking about. One that is not about tropes. One that is groundbreaking and breaking new ground. I'm very excited to bring to you a movie that I just wanted to see since I've seen the trailer, and we're going to go see it soon. So we'll have a review coming for it soon, but we're going to be checking out Cocaine Bear right now. Let's check out what this bear's got in the final trailer.
Let's do a line.
Medic!
Oh, Jesus. What is that?
Beth, we should go.
Millions of dollars worth of cocaine fell from the sky this morning in Knoxville, Tennessee.
There's more of this out there. They dumped it somewhere.
I'm looking for my daughter. Forest is a dangerous place.
Hey, Henry, check it out. Something got into it. A deer, maybe.
A lot of cocaine was lost. I need you to go and get it.
No, don't eat that, don't eat that. Let's see what kind of effect that has on us.
The bear, it fucking did cocaine. A bear did cocaine.
There was a bear.
A bear?
It was far.
Hey, that's inappropriate.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Higher, baby.
Oh shit.
Get higher, baby.
It kind of seems like the thing that stays with a man forever.
Apex predator. High on cocaine. Out of its mind. Oh man, you fucked.
What the fuck is wrong with that bear? Shoot it, man! Bear, speed up!
Higher, baby. And don't ever come down.
We have such good luck in nature.
Right. Oh man, see, that's the first trailer that we came back from, and I've been like, oh, cool, I got one.
Excited, man.
So I'm happy for that. I'm excited for it. Cocaine Bear, directed by Elizabeth Banks, starring Ray Liotta, Kerry Russell. My man Scott Seiss is in there. Margot Martindale, just a star-studded cast. It looks amazing. I'm very. It's got Ice Cube's son in there. It's got O'Shea Jackson Jr. So I'm excited for it. But let's get to the crew. How do we feel about it? Heather, start us off. What are you thinking about Cocaine Bear?
This is Liotta's final film, right? I think
No,
so.
it's not. No, it's not his final film. No.
Okay. But this is I'm excited. I'm so excited. We're gonna have champagne, and we're gonna mix Diet Coke, and we're gonna have Diet Cocaine, and the three of us are just gonna party. Very excited for it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it's Elizabeth Banks. It's technically a true story, based on a true story. So like, this is really fun. It looks exciting. Elizabeth Banks looks like she had a whole bunch of fun with it. And apparently she's already planning the sequel.
Ooh, of course, because this is
Cocaine Squirrels. That'd be great.
Yeah, dude. This is Cocaine Squirrels will be down. My goodness. Cocaine raccoons, cocaine aardvarks, just the whole nine, man. Yes. All right. So Heather, you're into it. What about you, Mr. Kuya P? What about you? What are you thinking?
I'm super excited in preparation for this and us getting together. I started watching some of the stuff that they had up on YouTube about the true stories on this. I'll save that for when we get to our review to give a little bit more detail and make people watch our review. But what I do want to say is I would love to gather all of us and head out. I don't know where the exact mall is, but the Cocaine Bear existed, as we all know, because it's based on a true story, but it was stuffed. When they found the bear, they stuffed it, and it was in the possession of different people, but it now is in a mall in like Kentucky or Tennessee or something like that. I would love to do a field trip with all of us and go take pictures with the Cocaine Bear. It has like this little mounting on front of it. They put like a hat on it. But you can actually see the Cocaine Bear that this is based on. And there's like it says Cocaine Bear, AKA Pablo Escobar.
Pablo Escobar.
So yeah, I want to make a field trip to see the actual Cocaine Bear, that this whole amazing, hilarious
an
comedy.
NRW road trip. That'd be funny.
So yeah.
When you see it, do they allow you to do a line off the paw of the bear?
Might
that
bring
would
it
be
back
cool,
to life at this point. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited for this. Can't wait.
And I saved the best for last. He hasn't been with us for a minute, so I want to check out your thoughts, Mr. Rob Medina. You're so cool. What you thinking about Cocaine Bear, bro?
That's a lot to live up to for what you just said right there. This actually looks really good. Yeah, I was not familiar with the story about this Cocaine Bear and then I learned about it after the fact here. But just the premise on the Cocaine Bear alone just won me over. The trailer looks phenomenal, and yeah, I did hear about there's a sequel in talks because there was a lot of hype around this movie. And the first thing I thought about was that they do a sequel, they got to do one on squirrels. Can you imagine a bunch of squirrels off of cocaine just going crazy through the suburbs here? I'd be just off of that trailer alone and what they could do with the sequel and in that capacity. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I definitely would check out in theaters and pay my hard-earned money to watch this because I expect a great film, and I'm pretty confident saying it's not going to be a disappointing one at that as well too. So that's my thoughts on it.
There you go. One of my boys is in it, so it's got to be great.
Yeah, shout out to your homie, man.
Yeah, shout out to my homie Scott.
You need to get that interview.
I did. I reached out to him, and I'm waiting to hear back to see what he said about it, whether he wants to do it or not. Haven't heard back, but we'll see. But I'm very excited for this. Your homie Isaiah Whitlock Jr. is also in it. I didn't mention that before, Kuya P. So this looks great. I am worried though. There's going to definitely be some terrible people who are trying to give cocaine to different animals now.
Oh my God.
I hope that does not happen. I hope that, but you know that it is, and we would just implore you to don't give animals cocaine, please.
Actual abuse. It is actual abuse. Leave them alone.
Actual. I mean, maybe it's therapeutic, but it's probably abuse.
Oh my goodness.
But this looks great, man. It looks really fun. Since the trailer drop, the very first trailer when we all checked it out way back when, we were very excited to see it. It looks like a great concept. And for the story to also be true, that's pretty incredible as well. It's got so much going for it, man. And I'm very excited to see what Elizabeth Banks does with it. She's a great actress, and she's turned into a great filmmaker too. So definitely want to check it out. Man. So there you have it. Those are my picks for the week. I definitely should have put Luther the Fallen Sun trailer in here.
I'd agree.
Listen. I feel like this is definitely a D+ week for me. And I'm sad. Rob came back, and that was the showing that I had, and I'm very disappointed. In my defense, though, I got put on the spot rather quickly.
You did. You know
what I mean? And I had to come up with something, so I didn't have a chance to check all these out. But there you have it. Bunker coming this week. Cocaine Bear, of course, coming this week, and the other movie, which I'm not even going to name. But Luther is also coming. The Fallen is also coming this week. So check those out if you can. Tell us what you think about them. Like, comment, subscribe down, in the mentions and whatnot. And we're going to get on out of here. But before we do that, tell them where they can find you. Miss Heather, don't hurt them.
Sure, you can find me and talk. I don't have a good pun this time. You can find me on Twitter at @NerdIsAHeather and on TikTok and Instagram at HeatherIsANerd. And by the way, I give you a C. Cocaine Bear lifts you up completely out of that failure racket. You got that. This Cocaine Bear itself brings you into that C range.
Where's the thank you? That's the time for Valentine's Day. I'll take it. Rob, You're So Cool, Rob Medina. What about you? Where can they find you, sir?
So you all could find me on my socials, on my Instagram and Twitter, Mr. Rob Medina, and on Facebook, simply just Rob Medina. And of course, I have a show on the channel called You're So Cool with Rob Medina. I have social media for the show as well. On Instagram, You're So Cool with Rob Medina. On Twitter, You're So Cool with WRM. And for the grade, Glenn, I'm going to give you a C+ because you know what? That Cocaine Bear saved your butt.
There you go. Cocaine saves the day once again. And
wouldn't put it that way, but
hot buttered cocaine. Mr. Kuya P, what about you, sir? Where can they find you?
You can follow me at the Legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, and Hive. Of course, here with Heather, Glenn, and Rob at the NRW Net Release Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Glenn, you're lucky you got that honorable mention. You're lucky you got Cocaine Bear. So y'all also with Heather give it up to a C, just because.
There you go. Okay. All right. So yeah, I like it. I'm hard on myself. I'm harder than everybody else. I appreciate y'all lifting me up. So this has been another great week. There you have it. Those are our picks for the week. Bunker, Cocaine Bear, and Luther the Fallen Angel, and another film that we're not even going to talk about. But that's it. Like, share, subscribe, like we said before. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace, everybody. Cheers.